Good morning, YouTube. As always, hit the like, check the links in the description. If you're looking for further Forex help, and let's hope we have a decent day. I saw me add that sell-in that we had. I have it on this chart, but I figured since we're on YouTube and everyone likes to flex, I figured I would add it to this chart that I'm using right now. I just have two separate because sometimes one gets messy, but I don't want to delete everything, you know. Yeah, a minute prior to this news, and we're already breaking down further. So I don't know if that's a good sign for our little bit of pullback or if it's a bad sign. We'll find out. But as I mentioned earlier to the fam, I was expecting this news to have a push before your actual move, meaning you have the opposite before the true. So I'm expecting still a push to the upside and then a big continuation down. We'll see. I could be completely wrong. At the end of the day, that's just how it is. It's why I'm not the biggest fan of news trading. But we'll see. Overall, I'm still looking for sells down to 1905, unless we have, for me, I know we've been in consolidation for a minute, but as of yesterday, we've really been breaking down. We made that fresh lower low and then into Asian in London, we held those. So there's no reason for me to flip midweek, end of the week. I've been bearish for a long time. So it is what it is. We got this news though in 7 seconds. And hopefully we're able to get this little bit of push to the upside. That way we can get a better sell position. But, your guess is as good as mine. Damn, retail sales was higher than expected. So that could just trigger a bearish reaction straight from that. Wasn't the highest. It was I think I see 0.3. Yeah, 0.3, and the expected was negative 0.1, which already like what the fuck? That doesn't make sense to me. Why are we gonna have a negative retail sales? Come on now. So let's see. We had a job loss claims. Those numbers are never wanting to show for me. Slightly higher than expected on the weeklies. Yeah, I mean, in theory, we could take a risky sell, but thing is, I'm not a big fan of that stop loss, 80 pips. So I'll just wait. If anything, we get the break to the downside and then a retest and I sell. But for now, I'm going to stick to my let's look for a little bit of bullish before we get bearish. But how y'all doing this morning? And no kind of reaction from stocks. Not surprised. Have to wait for the open. I'm doing all right, my lad. Yeah, I would really like that final sell at 1940. Well, I don't want to say final, but pull back and fresh sell from that 19, anywhere 37 to 40 would be really nice. I mean, I would take higher, like a 47 wouldn't bother me at all, right? But I'm not sure if we're really going to see that high, at least not this second. We'll see. Yeah, we playing that new season of Warzone. 5 minute looks like we can get a little bit higher. Come on, baby. You can push higher. We should take out the London session highs, or so you think we're going to take out 40? I'm not opposed to that. Well, truthfully, London session opened at 3, so they're anywhere that 36 to 40. Like I'm cool with that. The higher the better. The higher the better, in my opinion. I do expect price to tap into 1905 today or tomorrow, as long as we don't extend this consolidation, right? We made a new low, but it is possible that we stay within this consolidation and end up pulling back towards that 1950 level. And unless it's very quick, right? If it's a very quick move to the upside, the pullback should be very quick as well. But if it takes a while, then the pullback should take a while as well. So it could be pushed to next week. I mean, depending on where we close, And look, that's Malad. That's one of the reasons why, like, the short from these lows, which I'm almost always opposed to, using a stop of the London high. I'm not the biggest fan of that. You know what I mean? Like, say we were to reject this 15 closes below this big support box, right? I would really, I for me, stop would have to be above that high, and it just starts getting so wide to the point that I'm not the biggest fan of it, right? And obviously, you can adjust your risk based on the stop loss, like as you should, but still, like, I don't want to take an 85, 90 pip loss just to catch a sell, right? Because at the end of the day, if we get a fall from this level, right, we should bounce around 20 to get a quick retest of that 25 area. And then, oh my goodness. And then during that retest is where I would look to catch a sell. So yeah, I agree with you on the hunting that London high would be nice. For right now, everything's really just lagging. The news hasn't really given us any kind of a push. I mean, we had a push, but that's not out of line with this price action, right? That's a what? $5 to $6 move, $7 move. Like, we've had $7 moves in this range right here. There's a $4 to $7. Like, that's nothing. So I'm honestly a little bit surprised with how underwhelming that reaction to the news was. I expected it to go. I'm not gonna say a huge, $10 push in 15 minutes like yesterday's FOMC, but wasn't expecting this, that's for sure. I think we have some news tomorrow as well. I could be mistaken. And tomorrow we have Michigan consumer sentiment, which should be bullish for the dollar, which in turn will be bearish for gold. So yeah, I don't know what quad witching is, to be honest. When contracts expire. Oh, never heard that called quad witching. If this 5 minute rejects this high, like if we don't make a higher high, I would contemplate taking a sell. It would be a smaller lot than I would like to use. I would look at that as the stop, that London high, and I would give it a 10 pip buffer. So it would be 37.835. But if this 5 minute does end up closing higher, I will just be waiting for the push to the upside, right? So I haven't gotten that yet. What's up, all you FF fan members? How y'all doing this morning? The fuck song is this? Oh wait, need a new drink. Damn. Fun morning. Anyone have any good DCMA free music that's similar to what I'm playing, but not as shitty? Like electronic music, dance music, where to find? Guess I could download some, but oh my God, like some of it starts so good and then it gets into that dubstep type vibe. And I'm like, yo, I'm not 12 years old anymore. Maybe like lo-fi. That'd be a good one. Stream beats. Who's this by? Fucking Harrison Heller. Dubstep, chill step. Maybe that's more my style. Let's find out. Put some Carl Cox. Is he DCMA free though? Because I'm on YouTube. I'm not trying to get this taken down. I feel like chill step might be more. They have hip hop too, but I feel like you guys uh, aren't a big fan of that. Slightly better already. How's this hour looking to close? Not bad as long as it stays somewhat rejected. Now, 4 hours is going to be the worst. The thing to worry about more. That's a really weird 4 hour close. In my opinion, you want a lot more body down low, right? You don't want this fucking pin bar, whatever y'all call it, right? You really want more. Like if you could get it, it's not going to happen in my opinion. But if you could get it closed at like 27 or lower, that'd look a lot better. But we will see. I mean that 37 that 36.5 all the way to 40 is still a valid sell zone. I'm just taking things as they come though. So I got an alert on my on this. So set another alert for the prior, what is this, 5 minute high, look for a retest and maybe buy. Ideally, I'd want it at that 920 area though. A 920 time, no. And same over here on US 30. We got an area to look for, but we have a no wick candle right here on 5. So I kind of would like to see if we can get the pullback towards there, maybe for nice little buys. What do you see on US 30? US 30 is more unclear for me than Nasdaq because well, the daily close weird with this red candle. Nothing that hasn't happened before. You can call it a 61% grab. So there's that on the daily 4 hour. I mean, all charts have this little gap that's still left. So I would like to target that before we head down if that's what the market wants. I would prefer to stay bullish here, but anything can really happen. And we are right at that prior weekly high level. So in theory, if we're able to get back above that today, we should continue higher. But if we just struggle with it again, we'll end up coming lower towards 33.7, possibly 33.3. On the 1 hour, same kind of thing. This is where you had that news. Which if I thought this news in itself was going to push us down like for a couple days, I would have expected a stronger close to the downside or a stronger follow through, which we haven't gotten yet. So I'm looking to break these highs here and at least close that gap, right? And depending on where you enter in, That's a nice 150 to 200 pip trade. And then if you end up extending the highs, I have that 34.5 and 34.9 that I have marked up. So we'll see. Should get maybe a nice little reaction right at 9:30 when stocks open and react to that news. So once we get closer to 9:30, I'll be taking a look at price action. Maybe like I was saying earlier, we could get what I was looking for earlier was getting us back above these moving averages on the 5, and then seeing if we can get a retest close to that 9:30 time. That way we could try and take some buys using the 33.85 level as a stop. We'll see. Did I say that earlier or no? No, I didn't. And this gold is just being gold at this point. We have multiple wick rejections here, which could go good or bad for us, considering they're creating liquidity here. So if we don't get that pushed down, you'll end up coming to take it. NASDAQ was a nicer setup in my opinion, but we ended up coming lower than my two levels. One level, my zone that's made up of two levels. But all we did was bounce off of 61. So same kind of thing with US 30, right? If we can get a nice pullback to these wicks that we just broke above, that 14.9 area, I would look to take a buy using the low as the stop, right? And me personally, I give everything 10 pips on the stop. So if it would have been 36, I would have made it 46 pips. And then with that being 46, I really would have just made it 50. That's just, I just like my buffers. We can all count how many times we've been fucked by spread or just a breach of the area that we want to not breach. And then you just continue. So I give it 10 pip stop and then I adjust from there. It's at that nice 855 level. So I'm a sucker for those the kind of like set in stone levels. And then gold, US 30, same kind of thing. It's at that 850 level. We'll put it at that 850, 38, 48, 50 pip stop, right? Something like that would be nice. And then, like I was mentioning, come target that gap that we have. If you were to get a good price like this, why is my alert being set and it's not showing, or what? I don't know. We're gonna find out if I have 6 or not. But seeing that gap close today, right, that would suffice for me with profit, right? That's where I would take 60 to 75% of my partials and look to just hold. This gold is not trying to play with us right now, that's for sure. Not a fan of that close on gold, that's for sure. Yeah, we're coming for that 37 level. Damn, this music's so much better than the last. My computer's so loud. All right, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go get a drink. It's a really uneventful morning. Oh, children. Yeah, loving it. My stop loss hit. So now I'm just gonna wait on this second area that I had marked up and see if we get a rejection from this level. If not, then I'm just on the sidelines waiting for this area or this area. All right, simple for me. We have one rejection from the area, but need to see the follow through, right? We had one rejection from this area, and you saw what happened. We took a little 45 pip stop hit, right? That's why I used lower risk. I use, like I mentioned to you guys, I use 33% of my normal lot. So it's not the end of the world, but hey, probably should have stuck with my analysis and waited, but my gut was telling me, just take a little high risk sell. This is something like what my sell would look like. Um, like a 42 stop, maybe. I'm not in this yet, so don't take it. But something like that is what I would end up, what it would look like. We'll see if we get a follow through and if we can get some trades off from there. But like I said, if not, I have no problem waiting. Because right now, I'm not showing any signs of stopping on this 15. Of course, we're going for the next one. Excuse me. This chair makes so much noise. I don't understand it. Okay, well, obviously my sell levels aren't working. And I'm glad I waited on this one too. Um, so I'm really just gonna sit here and see what exactly price does. I have this level of supply here, but you know, 0 for 2 in terms of levels today. Took one trade, which was a loss. Okay, cool, that happens. But I just want extra confirmation on whatever it may be that I enter next. So, definitely going to take more time than I initially expected. It's fine. It's part of the game. I'm still going to be looking at US 30 and NAS for that pullback and an entry, but I don't know if we're going to get that. Some days are somewhat boring. Um, but yeah, whenever I see some, I'll keep you guys updated as always. All right, you guys on YouTube. I think I'm going to end the live here for you guys. It was nice having you guys here with us today. As always, I'll keep you guys updated in our mentorship and our free Telegram. Will get, excuse me, some chart analysis without words, just pure charts. So be sure to join one of the two or both. Links are always in the description. Make sure you hit that sub and turn your notifications on. That way you never miss another live. Hope y'all have a great rest of your week, and we will